Hello, everyone, and welcome to my podcast. I am Hannah, and I talk about all sort of things from aliens to how to deal with your own fear. And I thought I'm gonna just record this one. I think it's gonna be super short, just because a couple of times I've heard people talking about this subject, and I just had how they call it, download, a little bit of a download, or just a thought about cleansing, about detox. This is something that is very fashionable, I'd say now. A lot of people are doing it, and a lot of people are helping other people doing it. And detox can be in different forms, but usually it's bodily detox. So usually it equals with either not eating or eating very specific foods, but usually it's just starving yourself. It just means starving yourself. It means the main part goes just with not having any food. And to me, and I don't really know if that's because I have some trauma around it, or maybe not trauma. I'm feeling almost as if I was through some starvation in my previous lives. I went through some starvations, and I am thinking, and it's really hard for me to say, but I am thinking that maybe I was in a concentration camp or somewhere like this, or I either have my stomach's hurting when I say that, but because it's just a memory that I don't really I don't really want to come back to it that much. I think because it happened recently. And one other thing that is really that made me really think about it is that I really don't like tattoos, and obviously this is something that is that kind of was done at concentration camps. Every prisoner had the number tattooed on the hand, kind of inside the wrist. And the other thing is, I really don't like stripes. Anything to do with stripes, it's just like on clothes. I know there was a moment in fashion that stripes were really, and they still kind of are, and I am not talking about the horizontal stripes. I am talking on the one that run from top to bottom. I forgot the word for this. And especially if you have like stripy trousers and stripy top and stripy bottom. And I don't know, it might be also because when we were little in Poland in primary school, we were taught a lot about Second World War. And as a small children, I think maybe 10 or 11, we were asked to read lots of books books about concentration camps and people, and diaries of people who went through this experience. And I think that they left a very traumatic stamp on me. So so that's why I think I am just not. I wouldn't say I am against. It's obviously whatever you feel and however you feel, what is good for you. You should follow this, but I just don't feel that it's something that kind of punishing your body and going through a detox, which all very often comes with a great suffering, really. So it's this notion of I need to suffer in order to clean myself. I am so dirty. My body is dirty. There are things inside me which are dirty from food, from environment, and I need to clear them up physically. So obviously during those detoxes, people do the lavative and take laxative, or drink. Obviously water is really good for you, but drink lots of water to clean themselves up. And for me, this is a very extreme way. And first of all, you have to be really, really healthy in your body to go through this. Because if, like in my case, because I suffer with really heavy periods, and I am because of that, I am quite I'm quite weak, actually. And maybe again it's going to be a topic for another podcast, but especially for women who go through different cycles in their body, and a lot of women do suffer with periods and things like this. I think that voluntarily putting yourself through this very heavy detox of not eating for a week or couple of days, and vomiting, it's just something that is not necessary. I don't want to say good, but it's not necessarily something necessary that you have to go through in order to clean yourself, and then to emerge on the other side really clean and fresh and spiritual and open to other ideas. I think that this is quite extreme, and we as humans, we need to cherish our bodies, but in the same time, we are here to experience good things. We are also here to experience sugar. We are here to be in tune with our bodies. And there is also a lot of people talking about veganism and vegetarianism. So I send you to their podcasts. There is one lady, Shaman Jessica, who talked about vegetarianism and veganism on one of her podcasts. So I send you to her to listen about this. And again, this is all your choice. I'd encourage you to just listen to yourself. Do not do not be influenced by what's happening around you, and how do you see other people, what they are doing, and then just be in awe of what they are doing and be influenced of what they are doing. Each and everyone is different, and our DNA is different, and we come from different parts of the world, so we're going to get better with different kinds of foods. And just follow your intuition, just follow your soul, and cherish your body. I'd say any forms of really extensive detoxes and kind of flashes or things like this, it's to me it's very much as if you were punishing your body, as if you were saying you have drunk alcohol, and it can be anything from foods. So you have eaten so much sugar, too many croissants, whatever, to I don't know, slept with the wrong guy or have trauma, and that's why you need to starve and be sick for a couple of days in order to really clean yourself. And I know there are I was listening to one of these girls who went through this, and that's why she gave lots of details of how this detox looks like. And she said that on the day 3 or so, she was it was all happening in a beautiful hotel, in the beautiful surroundings, and they were supported by this woman who's running a kind of detox retreats like this, and is obviously leading a very healthy lifestyle and having her garden with the organic vegetables she grows and everything else. And this girl that was talking about it was obviously very complimentary about this. This is the girl that I follow for some time, and she's very energetic. She's like a little sparkle. I think she's 28 or something years old, really into astrology, running a lot of groups, and just leading people on their spiritual path, kind of on the astrology side. And she was talking that on the day 3 she was so into the detox. She was climbing the walls. She was sick with the stomach that had nothing in it, so she was sick with like a yellow thing, whatever it's called, like the acids. And I just felt, and when she was talking, she obviously was so weak that her voice was really low. She was talking in a really slowly, and she was all saying how she feels re-energized, and it's gonna help her to go into a new year as almost don't know what words she used, like almost a new woman or cleaned up. I believe that we can do it spiritually. I believe that walking in nature, meditating, drinking water, and having, clean food, maybe not fried up, eliminating just obvious things like, I don't know, Coca-Cola, things that you don't need in your life, things that are just a modern invention, just were created for, I don't know, maybe just to poison you. And when you just stick, and then every now and then you indulge yourself, and you are totally allowed to do this. And it could be a different indulgence for each of us. But the earth is the only planet, and is the only place in this 3D. And we came to this body to experience that, to experience this pleasure, to experience food, to experience lovely things. So I don't believe that we suffer enough with all the other things. So I don't believe that going through extreme things like this, like these extreme detoxes and flushing things from your body and having levatives and being sick with the acids of your stomach, that it's necessary. And again, it's totally up to you. I'm just thinking of how many people go to extremes with things, because that's the adrenaline. It's all or nothing. I'm gonna either overeat or I'm gonna undereat. It's very similar sort of thing. And I think and I feel that everything should be balanced. That anytime you put your body in shock like this, and obviously on the other side it's like a catharsis, and I all understand that. But now, and again, I don't say that someone comes over and says, I've been to this amazing detox place, and I'm not saying that this is going to be my, that's what I am always going to be thinking about this. But when I was listening to this girl talking about this, and it was a very interesting experience, I think, for her, that's what I felt. I felt like your poor body, it does not deserve it. What did your body do to you to treat it this way? And it's almost as if you put yourself through this darkness, through this painful process, then in order to emerge and to be something, maybe more beautiful. And that's what you hope it's going to happen. I think that you have enough of experiences by your soul traveling through different bodies throughout the time, having different lives, experiencing things when you are dreaming, energies that are around you all the time, to go through this and put it on yourself. So I just felt very strongly about this. I think that I have quite healthy-ish relationship to food, and I have a Taurus in my chart quite strongly, and Taurus is kind of very grounded, or likes things, beautiful things around them, Tauruses. And that's why I think my relationship to food was always quite important. And also when I was little, I think I thought I was looking for love in food. So by eating, I was making sure that I receive, or that was a substitute for love. And I still do have something in food like that. So to me, food is loving myself, giving myself really nice, nourishing, and sometimes naughty, food, is making sure that I take care of myself. So, and some days I have a little bit more food, and some days I have a little bit less food, or, some days I have warm food, and sometimes I have cold food. And that once you kind of start listening, and then I observe my body, and as I grow older, or as I grow, my relationship with food and what I crave is different as well. And I'm still learning, and I and I understand, and I've seen my body telling me, when you are pregnant, your body is telling you what it wants. When you go through a winter, summer, all the seasons, your body is telling you. If you listen, if you don't suppress it, your body is telling you. And your body is never going to tell you, stop eating for 5 days. I mean, of course, and some extreme situations and things, of course, and sometimes there are just days that you don't really, there's maybe so much happening that the body is like almost switches off the food craving. And for me, this happens when I am in love. So it's a very strong connection between food, love, and and eating. But going through the painful and inflicting pain on yourself in order to then ascend, this to me is quite extreme. Maybe I also say that because I do go through quite a lot of pain during my period. And so this is kind of a monthly cycle for me. So that's why maybe I wouldn't be ever ready at the moment to inflict this pain on me. I just try to be very gentle with myself, try to give myself lots of cuddles, and just be really loving, and definitely be less criticizing. So detox is an extreme form of making sure that you are clean, and kind of being clean and cleansing yourself is another thing that I think is being a little bit overused lately. Having clean food and having clean diet, and now when I think about it, with wearing mask and cleaning your hands, and making sure you use the the gel on your hands all the time in shops. I hate this gel. It's just so horrible and slimy, and then people force it on me, and it dries your hands and it smells horribly. But this is to make sure that your hands are clean of germs. And this detoxification, this very strong process of cleaning your body inside and out, it does bring kind of a rebellion in me, as something of saying, no, be gentle with yourself first. This is first thing. Be gentle. Learn how to be gentle with yourself. And only when you start to cherish your body, only when you are a lover of your own body, only then you can go and start thinking about detoxification and cleaning. So thank you so much for listening. And as always, I would love to hear your thoughts. So welcome to contact me or DM me on my Instagram if you like. And wishing you a lovely week ahead. Thank you. Bye.